All right, let's get ready for a deep dive into a fight that has everybody talking.
Everybody.
Yeah, seems like it. Mike Tyson.
The legendary Iron Mike.
Back at it, 58 years old, going up against Jake Paul, the YouTuber turned boxer.
27 years old.
It's a crazy matchup, and it's got people buzzing way beyond just the, boxing world.
Yeah.
So we've got articles, we've got opinions, we've got the whole ethical debate around this fight.
A lot to unpack.
We're going to unpack it all. So by the end of this, you'll know exactly why this fight is the talk of the town.
It really does feel like a clash of kind of like cultures almost.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
You've got Tyson, who represents that old school boxing.
Yeah.
Grit, the power.
Yeah, yes.
And then you got Jake Paul, who's like, the internet age, social media.
It's spectacle.
Yeah.
It's a clash of styles and eras, even beyond boxing, right?
Oh, absolutely.
It's about, fame itself. But, okay, before we get too deep into all that, let's give everyone the basics. The fight rundown, the tale of the tape, as they say.
Right. So, fight night, this Friday night, AT&T Stadium.
Wow.
Arlington, Texas.
Yeah.
8 rounds.
Okay.
2 minutes each.
Gotcha.
And interesting detail here, they're going with 14-ounce gloves.
Oh, wow.
Which is heavier than usual, and that's for safety,
Yeah, makes sense.
Given Tyson's age.
Yeah, heavier gloves, interesting choice, especially with Tyson's, reputation, knockout power, right?
It's iconic.
I mean, think about it. His last professional fight, 2005.
Long time.
It's incredible. Almost 2 decades,
Yeah.
58 years old. And, he had that health scare earlier this year.
Oh, right.
It makes you think, what's driving this guy? I mean, a bleeding ulcer, blood transfusions.
It's serious.
Tense.
It really does raise questions about, the risk,
Oh, yeah.
especially at that age.
Yeah.
But also, you have to wonder, what's the psychology behind it?
Yeah.
Why come back? What's pushing him?
Good question. Guess we'll find out Friday night.
Yeah.
And then on the other side, you've got Jake Paul.
Right.
He's been a real, how do I put it, a lightning rod.
Yeah, he's polarizing.
Yeah. In the boxing world, started as a YouTube, prankster?
Yeah.
And now, headlining pay-per-view boxing events?
It's
What
wild.
a crazy journey.
Talk about how fame has changed,
Oh, yeah.
right? This is the power of social media, blurring the lines between, traditional celebrity
Yeah.
and this, internet fame. It's fascinating.
He's definitely got people talking,
Yeah.
but he's gotten a lot of criticism too, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Fighting, YouTubers, retired athletes.
Not like, the top tier guys.
Yeah, the seasoned boxers.
Exactly.
So going up against Tyson, this is a big step up for him.
Huge.
It's a whole different ballgame.
It's his chance, really, to prove himself
Yeah.
against a legend.
A legend, exactly.
And for Tyson, it's like, can he still compete at that high level?
Right, against a younger, faster opponent.
Totally.
I mean, it's clear. This fight, it's more than just a boxing match, right?
It transcends the sport.
It's got layers of intrigue,
Its legacy, its
Yeah.
personality. It's a commentary on boxing itself almost.
Yeah. Yeah, it makes you think, what does this mean for the future of boxing?
Get questions.
Are we going to see more of these celebrity-driven events?
Right.
Is this the new norm?
It's possible.
And then what happens to the professional boxers, the ones who've dedicated their lives to this?
Right.
Do they get pushed aside for the spectacle?
A lot to consider there.
Yeah, a lot to unpack here.
You could go on and on.
Yeah.
But before we get into all that, let's focus on the fight itself for a second.
Okay. Yeah.
Let's look at the fighters, their styles, what they each bring to the ring.
Yeah. Let's break it down.
Let's do it. All right. So we've talked about, the big picture,
Yeah.
the cultural stuff, but let's really break down this fight.
Yeah.
What are we actually going to see in the ring Friday night?
That's the big question, right? I mean, everybody knows Tyson for that aggressive style, that power, the knockouts.
Oh, exactly.
But can he still bring that at 58?
That's what everyone wants to know.
Right.
Back in the day, prime Tyson,
Yeah.
remember the peekaboo style?
Oh, yeah.
Slipping punches, bobbing, weaving, then bam, explosion hooks,
Yeah.
uppercuts.
Devastate.
He just overwhelmed opponents.
Yeah.
Pure aggression power.
He was so intimidating.
Oh,
I
absolutely.
remember watching his fights as a kid, this guy's a force of nature.
A force of nature.
But it's been, almost 2 decades?
Yeah.
Out of the ring, I mean, can those reflexes, can that speed still be there?
Well, age is a factor, definitely.
Right.
But you can't discount experience.
Oh, for sure.
Tyson's been in the ring with the best.
Yeah, the best of the best. He knows how to control the pace, how to set traps,
Mm.
how to find those weaknesses in his opponent, exploit them.
Yeah.
So even if the speed isn't what it used to be,
Yeah.
that ring IQ, that tactical awareness,
Right.
that's still a huge asset.
So you're saying even with the age difference, Tyson could outsmart Paul?
It's definitely possible. And let's not forget,
Yeah?
Paul is athletic, he's got energy,
Uh.
but he's still relatively inexperienced.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, a handful of professional fights.
Right.
Most of his opponents haven't been, top-level boxers.
Not those seasoned guys.
Exactly.
Okay, so let's talk about Paul's style then.
Okay.
Younger, fitter, probably have the reach advantage.
Yeah.
What's his approach? How does he fight?
Paul, he relies a lot on athleticism.
Okay.
His jab, moving around the ring.
Okay. Move.
You're not going to see him one-punch knockout.
Right, not like Tyson.
Not like Tyson. He's more about wearing his opponents down, accumulating points, jabs, combinations. So it's like that classic, boxer versus brawler kind of thing.
Yeah, you could say that.
Interesting.
And that's what makes this fight so interesting,
Right.
Can Tyson get inside that reach?
Yeah, unleash those power punches.
Or will Paul just, dance around?
Tire him out.
Yeah, keep him at bay.
It's a chess match.
It is. It's a chess match, but it's also,
Yeah.
there's the mental game, too.
Oh, for sure. The psychology.
You can't ignore that.
Yeah, how's all this pressure affecting both of them?
Huge factor.
Wait.
For Tyson, it's his legacy on the line.
Oh, yeah.
He's coming back to the sport that made him a legend, but there's also the baggage, right?
Yeah, the controversies, the past.
Personal struggles.
Right, so this is his chance to maybe, rewrite the story.
Exactly.
Show the world he's changed, he's still relevant.
It's like a redemption arc.
Yeah, it's like he's fighting for redemption.
Yeah.
And Paul, he's facing a legend. That's got to be intimidating.
It's got to be. This is the biggest fight of his career.
Yeah.
A chance to, legitimize himself.
Prove he's a real boxer.
Not just a YouTuber, exactly.
Yeah.
If he beats Tyson.
It's huge.
It's massive. A career-defining moment.
Silences the critics.
Takes him to a whole new level.
But the pressure, though.
Oh, immense.
Momentous.
Especially against an older Tyson.
Yeah, it could hurt his credibility.
Big time.
So they both have a lot on the line.
A lot.
Both, physically and mentally.
It's the tension, the uncertainty.
That's why everyone's so captivated.
Exactly.
So it's not just about who can hit harder.
No.
It's about, who can handle the pressure.
Yeah, who stays focused.
Who doesn't crack.
In the heat of the moment.
It's a mental game.
Absolutely. And that's what makes it so unpredictable.
Yeah, you really don't know.
Clash of styles, clash of generations.
That's the wills.
Clash of wills, you got it.
And that's why, it's drawing in everyone.
Yeah.
Not just, the hardcore boxing fans, but people who, might not normally watch boxing.
Casual viewers.
It's the story, it's the drama,
It's the human element.
Yeah, the underdog, the legend returning.
People love that.
Yeah, it's exciting.
And it taps into that fascination with celebrity, too.
Oh, yeah.
Seeing these familiar faces.
Pushing their limits.
Stepping outside their comfort zone.
Yeah, it's like reality TV meets sports spectacle.
Exactly.
Okay, but, we've talked about the fighters, the styles, the stakes.
Yeah.
This fight is also causing a lot of debate.
Oh, absolutely.
The age gap, the whole celebrity versus sport thing.
It's raising eyebrows.
Yeah, some people are not happy about it.
It's definitely controversial.
Right.
It raises some ethical questions,
Yeah.
The safety, having such a big age difference in a combat sport.
It's a big difference.
It is.
And it also brings up that whole discussion about, what's the role of celebrity in boxing?
Right. Is it good for the sport?
Yeah, is it bad for the sport?
It's a valid question.
Is this the future? Are we headed towards, celebrity boxing being the main event?
It's a trend worth watching.
Yeah.
It's a question everyone's asking, the fans, the athletes, the promoters.
Right.
Some people say it's good, brings in new audiences, more money for the sport.
Yeah.
Others worry it dilutes the competition.
Right.
Undermines the integrity of boxing.
Yeah. Overshadows the real fighters.
The dedicated ones who've worked their whole
Yeah,
lives.
it's complicated.
No easy answer.
But this Tyson-Paul fight, it's really putting it all out there.
It's the spotlight.
Yeah, makes us think about the future of boxing.
Where is it headed?
Yeah, it really does make you think about where boxing is going. But for now, let's focus on Friday night.
Okay.
What are you looking forward to seeing most as this fight happens?
For me, it all comes back to the mental game. We've talked about it, but watching how these guys handle the pressure,
Yeah.
both of them, they've got so much to prove.
Oh, yeah. I mean, we keep talking about Tyson's legacy and all that, but I wonder if for him it goes deeper.
Deeper.
Yeah, like beyond just, can he still fight? Can he win?
Right.
Maybe it's about like confronting his past, those inner demons silencing the critics. It's almost like, Shakespearean playing out in the boxing ring.
That's a good way to put it.
This like drama, this redemption.
Redemption, yeah.
And then you've got Paul who's trying to like prove himself.
Validation, yeah.
He wants to be taken seriously.
Not just the YouTube guy, right.
Exactly, a real boxer. So, okay, how do you see this playing out mentally? Like Tyson, can he bring back that old Iron Mike?
Right, that intimidation factor.
Yeah, or is he going to be more, cautious, playing it safe?
Aware of his age, yeah.
Yeah.
It's hard to say. I mean, we might see flashes of that aggression.
Right.
But I think he's probably going to try to use his experience.
Outsmart him.
Yeah, control the pace, wear Paul down, maybe wait for an opening later in the fight.
Pick his moment.
Exactly.
And Paul. How is he going to deal with facing, a legend?
Yeah.
Is he going to freeze up? Or will it, fuel him?
I mean, he has shown resilience in the past.
That's true.
Willingness to learn. So he might try to use his youth to his advantage.
Right. The speed, the agility.
Stay away from those power punches. Frustrate Tyson. Stick and move. Score points with jabs. Quick combinations.
So in the end, it comes down to, who can execute their plan?
Right.
Who can stay mentally tough?
Yeah.
Who can adapt?
It's all about adaptation.
That's what makes it so unpredictable.
You really don't know what's going to happen.
It's exciting.
2 different fighters, 2 different backgrounds.
Something to prove.
And whatever happens, this fight is going to have an impact.
On the whole boxing world.
For sure.
Yeah. It's going to be fascinating. Will this change their careers? Will it solidify Paul's place? Will it bring back Tyson's legacy? Will we be talking about celebrity boxing even more after this?
So many questions.
Who knows? We'll have to wait and see.
One thing's for sure, though.
Yeah.
This fight, it's like a snapshot of boxing right now.
Yeah, yeah.
This mix of sport, entertainment, celebrity.
It's all colliding.
And the result, win or lose, it's going to shape boxing for years to come.
Wow. So there you have it. We've covered it all.
The fighters, the styles.
The stakes, the controversy.
Potential impact.
This fight has got everyone talking, and we know why.
It's a clash of eras.
Yeah.
A test of wills, and really a look into the future of boxing.
As you're watching the fight, think about, it's not just about the punches.
Right.
It's about these fighters, their stories, what they're striving for, the legacy they're building.
Their dreams.
Yeah. It's powerful stuff.
It is.
All right. Well, get ready for some fireworks. It's going to be a night to remember.
Can't wait.